Hey everyone, welcome back here to my channel where I play Planet Zoo. My name is Nissa and today we are looking at the fourth animal for the new Oceania DLC for Planet Zoo. And this is the Tasmanian Devil. And as you can see here, I know people have different opinions on them. They of course have their name because they kind of look like devils. But I also think in this Baltic Age 3 era, a lot of us actually are quite intrigued by animals that look like devils. And when you just don't think of the ears as horns, they are actually kind of cute. Of course, they can be something like raccoons or wildcats, where they get scratch up a bit. They maybe have saliva running all across their face, old scars, maybe some infections going on, and then they look disgusting. But it is all of those factors that makes them look disgusting. Sometimes in captivity and especially in zoos, they are better taken care of, and of course they can get scars because they can fight. But they will in general look more cute and more well kept. Um, they are a marsupial, which is which you can see here because they are in the infra class. Marsupialia, which is the infra class with all of the marsupials. We talk kangaroo, wallaby, wombat, um, koala, and so on. Quagga, of course, that was the one I was looking for. I looked at it yesterday or the day before, and I already forgot it. I'm so sorry. But when we look at order, it's actually quite interesting because I assumed this would be in the carnivora order, which is the order for carnivores. But in this case, we are looking at the Deciorumporphia order. I'm just gonna click here. It doesn't really specify what it is, but as you can see here, we have the numbered quill, more quills. Yeah, a lot of these smaller kind of rodent-looking animals, but not really rodents, I guess, because they're not in the Rodentia order. So yeah, that's the weird things you notice when you start looking at these things. I do believe they have their own genus. No, they share genus with a extinct species called this. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. It's really not important for today's video. Anyway, I'm just gonna read a little bit about their appearance up here from Animalia. And while I do that, you can look at here. This is the picture we already had with when we got the trailer. This is from Steam, so everyone can look at it. The Tasmanian Devil is a squat, thick build with a large head and a tail that is about half its body length. So it's kind of the same thing as we see with other animals such as squirrels or monkeys that have this really, really long tail. But most animals that have the longer tails are so they can kind of balance, either like a kangaroo so they can stand up, or like monkeys so they can use them while climbing. Neither is a factor as far as I know for the Tasmanian Devil. Usually for a unusually for a marsupial, its forelegs are slightly longer than its hind legs. And again, marsupials normally have these vastly longer or just bigger hind legs. There is the wombat and the koala where it's kind of even, but most of them, again, we think kangaroo, wallaby, quagga, and so on, they have these really thick, long hind legs compared to the front legs. And devils can run up to 13 kilometers per hour, which is 8.1 miles per hour. Yeah, I have a mad kitty under the table, so if you hear her, that's why. Yeah, she wants to get out, but we try not to get any more mice in. So for short distances, um, oh, they can run that fast for short distances. The fur is usually black, often with irregular white patches on the chest and rump, although approximately 16% of wild devils do not have white patches. So that's a predominantly captive devil feature, because it's quite normal there, but you will often see, because of inbreeding or generation, that some animals, not only Tasmanian devils, but some animals in captivity over time will develop specific features that they do not have in the wild. These markings suggest that the devils is most active at dawn and dusk. And they are thought to draw biting attacks towards less important areas of the body. That was really, really written in a weird way, because the sentence continues as it is the white marks, but they do not have anything to do with biting, so that's weird. And especially not with dawn to dusk. But anyway, as fighting between devils often leads to concentration of scores in that region, that must be where the white markings will be on the chest. Tasmanian devils have 5 long toes on their forefeet and 4 pointing to the front on their on their forefeet, 4 pointing to the front and 1 coming out on the sides, kind of like a wolf claw. On the side, which gives the devil the ability to hold food. Okay, so it's not like wolf claw; it's more like a thumb. The hind feet have 4 toes, and the devil have non-retractable claws, meaning they cannot do like a lot of cats. They will pull in the claws when they don't need them. These guys will walk with them all the time, meaning if they grow really long, they will be filed down when they walk on rocks and harder surfaces, and they will get stuck in things and scratch up a bit. For some animals, they really need their retractable claws. Some of them really don't. I'm just gonna do like this. This picture is from their Instagram. It went up Saturday, I think. Of the Tasmanian Devil, and I do like that this time they didn't just reuse the pictures. And over here we have pictures of them, how they look in real life. These are of course from Tasmanian, which is a part of Australia. They live in the anthropogenic agricultural forest, scrubland, woodland, grassland, and suburban biomes, and within the temperate climate zones. So there's really a lot to dive into, and you can really combine these in fun ways. I know that agricultural and anthropogenic biomes aren't really something we see a lot of in zoos, but combining it with a woodland or foresty habitat and a scrubland or grassland habitat, that would really give something fun. You could, of course, also build a suburban habitat for them, but I do believe that not a lot of people will do that. I did check here because, again, they are not in the carnivora order, which is the order of the carnivores. So I just checked here that they are carnivores and they are scavengers. And I'm not sure if it's because they are scavengers that they are not in the carnivora order. You can, of course, eat multiple different things as a scavenger. These Individuals are currently endangered, and I'm just gonna read this part to get it right. According to the IUCN Red List, the population of the Tasmanian Devil is around 10,000 to 25,000 mature individuals. Specific population have been estimated in the following areas: northwestern Tasmania, 3,000 and 12,500 mature individuals in eastern southwestern Tasmania. 7,000 to 12,500 mature individuals. Overall, Tasmanian devils numbers are decreasing today, and currently these animals are classified as endangered according to the IUCN Red List. So, it is easy. We need to take this into comparisons. I never think an animal should be endangered unless it is really, really stupidly built like male gharials. But when you only live on one island, you are kind of limited in what you can do. A lot of animal will, if there is a lot of disturbances and noise in an area, for instance, they will move away further into the forest, for instance. These cannot, because they are in a very limited area, and even if their numbers did increase a lot, then they would probably start fighting in between themselves over space. So this is just something to keep in mind. I still would love to see stronger numbers, but there's just some things that work against itself here. Okay. I love this picture. I love it as a picture. It's really not that good to look at like facial features of such, so I will also use the other pictures here. I will just love to show you this. Look at the fur. You can see individual strands of hair. You can see the white and the black, the way that individual strands of hair overlap with the other color, which is something that really have been missing for especially the previous very early game from Frontier. So I'm really loving that. I also like that we actually get these knuckles on them, which is something that I didn't really count on getting, but I love that we get it. Tails fluff looks good. I actually amazed that we don't see the fluffiness issue here. That doesn't mean that it won't be there when we get it into the game. I'm just amazed we don't see it here. We have a shine in here, so we have the slimy part of the inside of the mouth. Really important. We also have a little shine here that makes the nose area a little more slimy, which it should be, so it's good. I know it sounds a little disgusting, but it's how it looks. So I'm really intrigued by that. I would like to go back in this and just trying to figure out the best way of doing this. Something like that maybe, and then I can pull up these fellows here. Yeah, we're gonna leave the one in the background. Looking at the mouth area here specifically, can I do like this? Yes, I can, but I'm probably covering the picture. Yes, I am. Of course I am. How could I think it would be easy? On this picture specifically, you can really see all of these small bumps and what's it called? The small things where the whiskers are sitting in. They are really prominent, and they look like small bumps on the mousy area on the Tasmanian Devil. It does this on most of these, but I think since the resolution here is not the same over here as it is here, it may be a little difficult to see. But we get them over here. We have these very thin strands of hair that are black, but on top of the brownish skin here. As you can see here, it varies a little bit. And I will also just mention that some of these, of course, are not black but brown. However, looking at the tail end over here, you can see the tail over here is also brown. So maybe it is possible that we will get them in different colorations. I don't hope it will be 50-50, but as a rarer coloration, the brown would be lovely. You can see it is really thinly haired up here, which we again see a lot of these are. Some, of course, more than others. And the shape of the ear here is just really well done. So yeah, it really looks good. I'm really impressed, and I'm really hope when I get it into my game it will look just as good. I will just shortly mention that the white pads on this one is differently than this one, which again isn't that weird because this is a baby, but the baby's pattern fits with this one back here. So it seems we have at least two different variation of the white patterns. Can I just remembering where I got the good stuff over here. Yeah, this one have I'm actually not sure. It may be a third one because I cannot see over here how it goes. It's another side of the animal, this one. Yeah, I do believe people only the honey badger share left now. Best pack so far. Hey ho, pupper. Well, don't start cuddling it because it's probably don't want that. But besides that, it seems like people are happy with it, and certainly so am I. I'm really looking forward to getting this Tuesday, which is just around the corner. So yeah. And I of course start building as soon as I get the pack, but I do not have early access as I know some YouTubers have. So be a little patient with me. Some of the times we got a new DLC, I has really been stressful because I wanted like a video out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to make all of these video, and I just need to recognize that I need to protect myself just a little bit. It is really hard to do that, so the videos will come out in a timely fashion, but I will of course start building right away. And for now, guys, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you know the next time I upload a video. I really hope to see you again, either in the comments below or in the next video. Bye, guys.